Hi guys, it's KMDan25. Just a small video on some people what you have neighbors. So, um, when you have bad neighbors, neighbors who's very spiteful or very jealous from you. So, don't be one of that neighbors. Um, it's very crappy behavior what you can have. Like yesterday. In the complex where I staying, my neighbors, they don't even ask or they don't even say anything to me, and they see me every time. They complain that my tree, what I'm busy trying to grow, is touching over the wall, like as in, say, it's going over the wall, in other words. But it wasn't even touching. It was just the wind what was blowing, so it goes a little bit over. And they didn't even like come around and say that can you please cut your tree a little bit because it's going over the wall, and we would like the tree to be a little bit shorter or trimmed more neatly. They just told the people and said that the tree is over the wall and it's growing too far and it's leaning right over the wall. And so I got like a sort of warning for that. And I was like, I see these people every time, and they want to go on like that. And last time, I didn't complain or I didn't say anything about the party what they were having because it was like someone's birthday or so. But now I was working and I needed a little bit of quietness, and the complex supposed to be quiet because that's what they say. But now they had a massive party. They had a gazebo, and people was drinking, talking loud, and I was working that day, so I didn't say anything because I took it might be someone's birthday or so. But now, with my tree story, they don't even have the decency to like come around to me and ask, "Can you please cut the tree down because it's leaning over?" And that stupid lady was there, she was complaining that no, you have to cut the tree down because of this and that, and it's leaning over the wall. I mean, I could have been just so bad to them and say that they need to have a little bit quiet, and every time when they have parties, then I have to deal with it because we're staying right at the back of them, and they have their parties at the back, which they could have it in the house because there's nothing wrong having the party in the house, but they wanted to have it outside. Um, and I took it, okay, it's fair. I might cut it down a little and they can, um, I need to be fair. So now, what I done was I cut the tree and everything. I done what they said I must do, and I abide by the rules. If someone complains about something, I do it. But I still think if you're neighbors and you have the decency to first tell your neighbors or whoever, if you don't like something or you worried about something, tell your neighbors. Give them at least the chance to like hear your side, and like instead of just giving a warning. I mean, otherwise, then everyone is like waiting for someone to do something, and that's how you stop helping your neighbors out because you have bad neighbors or neighbors with like just because you can run quickly to the office or you can run quickly to this and that one, and now you go run to the people instead of just asking your neighbors nicely. Because I'm not a loud neighbor, or I'm not a person who is very loud and have parties all the time. I don't do that because I know other people, they might be working, they might be sleeping, they might be doing something, or they just don't want to have a lot of noise, or they find that it's an inconvenience you're doing something. So I understand, okay, the tree was a little bit, it wasn't over the thing, it was just when it's windy, it goes a little bit over, which is not even a train smash. And I think I'm 5'6", and my tree was a little bit over. and they were complaining. So I don't understand why must people be like that. If they want to have bad neighbor relationship, hang on. If they want to have bad relationship with your neighbors, then start to have bad relationship with your neighbors, but not because you wanted this way or you wanted that way. I mean, it's your own problem. If you have problems at home, now you want to take it out on your neighbors. Then you're starting to have bad relationship, and it's just for stupid things. And I think that was very unfair. But I done it, and I cut the tree down. It's now shorter. It's way shorter. So now I'm just gonna keep it like that. And if they wanna still have a problem with it, I'm gonna start making problems for them also, because I think it's very unfair. And just hang on quick. Yeah, I think it is this bad relationship what they want to have with their neighbors, and if they want to be sturdy, fussy people, and I don't say it a lot to many people, but if they want to be sturdy, fussy people, then you're staying in the wrong place and you're staying in the wrong area, because I mean you're gonna start a bad relationship with your neighbors or with the people who's around you, because no one will, if there is something happening by your house, if someone's breaking in, I would just watch and look and see how someone's stealing their stuff, because if they start, because there was a couple of times where they broke into the complex, and if I hear something is going on, I won't still bother, because I mean, you were being bad towards me, so that's your thing. If people is being fussy and you want to be fussy with them, instead of just being nice to your neighbors and respect your neighbors, and now you want to have rude ways and complain and say this and that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with if you just go nicely to your neighbors and you ask nicely, can you please do this or can you please do that? There's nothing wrong with it. And many of times people forget is, like, if you do ask someone something and you say please, or you be polite about the thing, it's not to show that you have weakness or you're scared of the person. It's just that you're being polite with the person and you're asking him nicely, and then you afterwards take further steps. But don't go be a stupid, greedy person and want to go complain to this one and that one. Yeah, and for me it's very silly, because I mean then afterwards you won't have a community what is like where you can trust people. It's more like you have people, but the people is not trusting anyone and they only look out for themselves, which I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that, but I still think it's silly to be like that. But if they want to have a relationship like that, I really don't mind, because it is kind of silly. And this is just a warning for people, or for people that have neighbors or staying on their own. So don't be a bastard, or don't be a snitch. Just be polite about things. If the person don't listen, then you can go snitch the person out or go complain and say this and that and stress about it. But if the person listen to you, then it's a thing. And if they do this the same day when you complain or when they get the complaint, then you get only. But if you don't complain, or you just nicely tell the person, can you please do this and that, doesn't matter if the person speak a different language or so, or so, but you can show them from the point what you are coming from. And I mean, like, it's not something what you have to make a big argument about it. So yeah, this is just another complaint thing that I have from the people that I stay with or stay close to. And yeah, don't be a complainer. Yeah, cheers guys.